What's the one thing you want people to know about your friend?
That she worked hard, she loved her family and her friends fiercely. She would have given the shirt off her back to help someone. And I've seen her do it many times. She truly, deeply cared about people, and I think that's why she was so good at her job. She genuinely put that person out there for everyone to see, and that's why everyone loved her, still loves her.
The man who went on a murder spree across Cape Coral 5 years ago is supposed to be sentenced tomorrow. Wade Wilson is facing the death penalty. The jury is scheduled to make its recommendation to the judge at a hearing tomorrow. But NBC2 has learned that Wilson's defense attorney is sick and is asking to postpone that hearing.
Well, today I went to the Cape Coral Moose Lodge where Ruiz, a mother of two, worked and where she was on her way to when she died. Lodge members were like her family.
Linda Giancola will never forget the day Diane disappeared.
I think I got here about 9. I actually did talk to her, not on the phone, but texted her that morning because it had started raining. I said, hey, do you want me to run over and pick you up?
Diane said no, she wanted to walk. She lived close to the Moose Lodge where the two friends both worked.
Do you wish at that moment that you had insisted?
Oh, I do. I actually made that schedule. I wish I would have never even have put her on.
Linda never dreamed her best friend had crossed paths with a killer on the few blocks walking to the lodge until a few hours later when a police officer showed up.
He had her handbag, and right away I knew whose it was, that it was hers, because she had just gotten it for her birthday.
The search for Diane took place within eyesight of the outdoor bar.
I had to work out here, and unfortunately where she went missing was there. So I had to sit here and watch helicopters and dogs. I'm sorry, and think the worst.
Members flocked to this outdoor gathering place for Diana's bright personality and warm smile. Heather Langdale was in leadership at the lodge. She believes Wade Wilson preyed on Diana's helpful nature.
She was asked for directions. You know, where's the school? I can't find the school. And I don't know why she got in the car. But I do know she was a nice person. And she looked at people, you know, with positivity. So yeah. That's what I think happened.
Wilson needed money. He was on the run trying to get out of town hours after murdering Christine Melton in her home in the South Cape.
You know, she was just coming to work so she could feed her family. And why would she think that there was a predator out there? So I don't think she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I think he was. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time and took our friend.
When police announced they found Diane's body, these friends realized their worst fears had come true. Members of the lodge took Diane's murder hard. They still honor her with this memorial 5 years later.
Diane was the heartbeat of the bar. You know, she always had everybody's back. She just had that personality that was really magnifying. She had this really loud laugh that you could hear it like a mile away.
It's that laughter these friends will keep in their hearts as they await the sentencing of their friend's killer.
He's up there with the Bundy and the Dahmers of the world, so he should be treated as such. But as far as living on or keeping the memory alive of her, we do whatever we can all the time. She's always in our hearts.
She was a good mother. She loved Scott, her fiance. She was a good friend. She loved the Moose, and the Moose members loved her back, and they miss her. She's a good person, and I heard Linda talking earlier about her laugh, and I'm trying to remember it, and for some reason I can't, but I do remember that infectious smile.
Ruiz is the mother of two children, a son and a daughter. Her parents, who live in Naples, were also in the courtroom during the trial. Wilson is scheduled to be sentenced tomorrow. NBC2 will be in that courtroom if the judge goes forward with the sentencing.